Taste of love and bad nights. Dang, why is it so cold? Burr. Mine is right with the day left. Boom, boom. What's up, buddy? I gotta start removing stuff from the shelf because we gotta make way for the new section, the vintage section. Mine is right with the days left. Take my time to pray on this. End of the day, Aqua de Geo. Hey, I like that choice. Props to you on that. I like that. When the days are left. Wait for everybody to pile in here for a second. Oh my gosh. What's going on, everybody? Pile up, pile up, pile up. I need to get a sweater on. Back in the business, I was going up, I ain't had no spinach. Now the 5 on side with the riddance. What up, Kicks? We gonna kick a freestyle for you tonight or what? Malachite layered with hits of OG GOF. What up, Commission? Or Jay? Keep thinking your name's Commission. You gotta try the Azaro Forever Wanted. The beginning is crazy. The dry down is something else. It was like 98. I'm in the valley. Palm trees, but ain't Cali. It was hourly, not on a salary. Laundry day, it was an outing. I'm in the 4th grade. A little man, no sack lunch, just a meal plan. Kids club until sundown, just bro and I in the field, man. Mom's pulled up, whipping Goldie. Electronica and some oldies, just mom and us, but it was cozy. In the back seat, a little trophies. On priest, but I ain't have faith yet. In an alleyway with a tape deck, everything broke outside on a play set. A court to shoot, but ain't paved yet. Lump ball fall through a fake net. Roller rink with the wave set, saying genuine at the sock. Saying genuine at the sock hop. Mom worked there, so we paid less. That was job 2 and a pawn shop. Robbed my first chain from a mall cop. Never knew a chain was a soft spot. I'm like the last living from a small block. Had to guess. Nah, we'll stop there. Yo, this vent vert is crazy. What up, man? Mansera. Scent of the day, off on Tarathi Electric. Scent of the night will be Bois 1920 Ultramare. Good early. What up, Lee? What's poppin'? Break it down, I'm a craftsman. One take action. Blasting. Cut, roll, tape, I'm relaxing. Laughing. How could I be this dope? The kid don't even sniff coke or hang around with rich folk on big boats sailing. Rockstar swag, Van Halen, the man's amazing. So hot, you can't embrace him making statements. Quoted by the old new ageless, the style that takes it back to my brothers on them slave ships. Take it even further to them caveman. Hey man, I'm out to do a year on a day plan. Rayhan Lyon's still going strong. Is it? Oh my gosh, that is so fragrant. This is probably one of my new favorite greens. Tomorrow's scent is undecided. I got a pool today, chilling with the kids, playing the pool. What scent do you recommend? Well, if you had this one, I would recommend it to you. Balmain's Vent Vert. I'm going to spray it again. That joint smells good. Yo, if they have any more of this, Kicks, if you ain't there, I'm picking them all up. I saw them sell like 4 or 5 of these. This one goes crazy. Crazy good green. Crazy good fresh green citrus scent without vetiver. So it's just that tart pine green, sap green, super aromatic. Oh my gosh, it's almost like a green sunshine version of Azzaro Pour Homme, but not old school. It's crazy. Dang, this one's crazy good. Somebody look that up for me. How old is Pierre Balmain's Vent Vert? Ventvert. Balmain Vent Vert. When was that fragrance released? Regards from the UK. What's up, bruv? I painted a mural in Brixton many years ago. Got a lot of vintage pickups, man. Oh, got the snipers on deck, no hands. Snipers are on deck, no hands. (1947) Vent Vert was created. Dang, that was amazing then. That was an amazing scent then. That smells better than Eau Sauvage from Dior. Yeah, man, run the likes up. Filter these nerds out of here. 3 dots here or 3 dots here, and then hit the like button. Filter the nerds out. Hey, Joel, what you know about this, bro? What you know about this, Joel? I know they got to have these where you're at. Joel, you seen this before? Hey, Joel, have you seen this before, brother? What up, Gems? What's popping? Hey, Gems, I seen you popping it pretty crazy the other day. Hey, have y'all seen this? Y'all seen this? We going in the vintage bag crazy this week. I got this crazy one, though. I don't think y'all have ever smelled this. Where's the cap to this joint? Oh, right over here. Check this out, y'all. Gems was popping off earlier this week. I see you. Hey, come get that smoke though, Gems. We need you out here, man. Y'all be clicking too crazy, man. Come get some SB smoke, man, when y'all want to turn up. Have y'all seen this? Tell me y'all saw this. I thought this was Abercrombie and Fitch, but it is not. Some more vintage. Someone look that up. Musk by Alyssa Ashley. What year was this created? You ever tried the new Versace Mano Fresh Extreme? I have. It's really good, but I ain't buying it. It ain't really good retail. Hey, Gems, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, man, I'm telling you. Oh, we did a big vintage haul, Gems. This right here, though, guys, if y'all can get your hands on this, this is retarded. This ball main vent vert, oh my gosh. I thought Lin Sumi was good. This vent vert right here goes stupid vintage. It smelled like it was made today, though. Oh my gosh. I swear if I come across it next week in the next auction, I'm gonna get it. I'm pretty sure they have a couple more left. Get some from our boy Kicks. Nah, oh, and by the way, Kicks, so I finally caught up and saw the video Gems and Walt were referencing from freaking Copeland, right? And by the way, check out this La Ligue bottle from this vintage. Somebody look this up too. When did this come out? Eau de La Ligue. Because I got two of them. This bottle is crazy dope. This is what the bottle looks like if y'all need reference. I'm trying to figure out, when was this made? Sarasota, Florida. I've driven through Sarasota many times. What's up, Andrea? How's Sarasota treating you tonight? Oh, yeah. So anyways, so I saw the Justin Copeland video, right? There we go. Bro, remember Kicks, I was telling you earlier how like it be tripping me out that like dudes be talking about certain stuff. It's Eau de La Ligue. And drawing the craziest conclusions from certain facts, right? So Justin did the same thing, bro. I was listening to Justin's video, finally catching up on it on the Clone Talk. After all of that energy that he brought up in the census for how many fragrances companies make per year, he did this really fast conclusion that pointed his attention on the clones, and everything he said about the clones applied to everything designer and upscale designer that he was talking about. And it just tripped me out because he just completely skipped over it. And I was like, man, it's so biased. Can you get... Yeah, you can, Big Red. Yes, you can. I hate when people share with alternative motives. Yeah, I mean, I think you can check. The one thing I feel about FragCom right now, Gems, is the you can tell people's motives really quickly. You know what I mean? I've grown to an age where this is the way I move. I used to enjoy deep conversation, but now I only enjoy deep conversation with somebody who cares about me and somebody who respects me. Because if you don't respect me and you don't care about me, then when we go to have a deep discussion, you have selfish intent and selfish motive, and it's completely to your benefit engaging in that conversation with me. So you might go to the extent of disrespecting me, not loving me, or even just not appreciating or sitting on my ideas. You ever have somebody say a big valid point to you, and you start talking and saying a point, and they jump right in on you and move to their point, and it's almost like as if they completely disregarded your point? That's what I feel like happens a lot in conversation. So I say all that to say this: I don't even talk deep about anything anymore with anyone who doesn't respect or love me, because we are not working towards challenging and understanding one another mutually. You are working towards your own intent and goal, and you're willing to sacrifice me to get there. And that's a waste of my time. What's the name of that auction site? It's what is it, Kicks? Is it WhatsApp? Is it WhatsApp? Me and Kicks found a auction app, all vintage and discontinued, for mad low. And I validated all my purchases, I got so many vintage fragrances coming to the crib. It's not even funny. And I don't even think I spent more than like 200. And I think I have over 25 vintage fragrances. I was looking this up. I have 2 copies of this, right? I'm probably going to sell this for 100 on eBay. It's going for right now. This joint's going for like 150, 200, and it's sealed. I have it sealed in a full bottle. The Kenzo is going for like 80. So some of these I keep if when I win the auction, they're unsealed and they're opened up, I'll keep. And I only bid on stuff that has a 4 out of 5 or higher on Fragrantica. So I know even if I have to keep the fragrance, it's going to smell good. And then I look it up on eBay to see the selection on it. You know what I'm saying, Timbo? Like, I just learned that. I learned as I'm getting older, there's nothing worse than spending 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in a deep conversation with somebody and they don't give 2 rats about you. They just want to get their rocks off. And then it's like you put all that time and energy and you felt really good because you said all these deep points and built all these ideas, and you built it with a sucker. Oda Lalique was launched in 1992. There we go. Sick. Thank you, David. My question is, what's after all this? It seems as if the fragrance world is never ending, but there has to come a point when it ends. Would it be to create your own house line? Newbie here. I don't know. I mean, the thing is I didn't get into FragCom to get somewhere. I got into FragCom because I'm about to be 37, and I needed some, I didn't realize it at the time, but I needed something that challenged me and I could exercise my creativity and expression with it, and it had to fit my lifestyle and my age, and fragrance happened to be that for me. Fragrance allows me to be creative with my content. It allows me to inject my personality into it and just use it as a vehicle to help people, to help myself. You know, there's a therapy aspect to it to me. There's a helping aspect of it, like a civil duty to people in the world, treating them like people first and then fragrance lovers second. It's a hobby. It passes time. You know, it's age appropriate for me in my stage of life. It keeps me safe. I don't have to go outside. I can stay home and be a father and be a husband and duck off to my room with a cool hobby. I mean, it's just fun. And I've met so many great people. That's probably the biggest plus of FragCom. My channel was like a smoke break. I had my second son, and I was just going to duck off and spend 5 minutes in my office every day talking about fragrance just to pass the time for the first year of my son's birth, because I didn't even have time to get in my studio and really do anything. And then you guys all came and rocked the boat, and now it's become another source of income for me. But more importantly, it's become a crazy community that I see a lot of holes in. I see a lot of amazing people in FragCom, and I see a lot of untapped creativity in FragCom. So my background is an educator. Before I got into finance, I worked for a financial firm. But before that, I was a teacher. So I taught in the arts. I taught drawing, painting, ceramics, digital design, web design, art history. And so that's the sauce I bring to the fragrance space, is because I don't need FragCom, I don't need money, I don't need anything from it. I can just sit back and be like, what are people not doing in FragCom? Well, FragCom is just reviews, right? That's really what it is. People talking about new fragrances they're getting all day. I'm like, you know what? That's really fun when you get that first spark in the game, but after a while you get burnout. You know, FragCom's one of those things you get into right away. You go balls deep for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and then you just have crazy burnout because you can't keep up with the lifestyle. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of energy, you know, it's a lot of effort. So what I said was, what other stuff are people not doing? Oh, people aren't doing game shows. People aren't talking about how they wear the fragrances. They're just trying the fragrances. People don't collaborate enough in the space. Oh, there's all these like no-name people in the fragrance community that are just as cool, if not cooler, than the big name top 10 influencers. We need to all band together and overthrow that with new ideas and new concepts. People aren't blending the sexes, you know, men with women, women with men, where they aren't blending the age groups. They're not talking with the kids. They're not talking to the old heads. You know, my background is also in music. I'm an audio engineer full time at night, you know, so finance during the day, engineering at night. So I bring that to the game. All my intros, all my music, I produced it, recorded it. All my intros are me. So I'm gonna come out with the first fragrance EP in the space that'll be distributed. You know, I have a background as an art teacher. I was an artist before that. I was a drawer, painter, and digital designer. So I'm designing ebooks for the community, where you guys will be able to like learn how to combine fragrances, learn about perfumery, learn about my top 100s, my top combos. And then ultimately, what I'm building is, well, I can't really tell you guys like literally, but ultimately what I'm going to build is I'm going to build a tool where people can get in community with other people that are in the same place as them with fragrance and socialize and bounce ideas and save each other money and decant swap and do all. I'm going to build a tool to connect the community in a much bigger way than YouTube and fragrance reviews. What up, Mindset? Good to see you. Manav, what's up, man? Thank you, brother. What up, Detroit? Good to see you, brother. How you been, man? It's good to see you. Quick question. What would you recommend for a beachy Mediterranean vibe? Probably Mephisto from Casa Marati. Either the original or Gentili Uomo. That'll give you that blue vibe. It'll feel not necessarily tropical, but it'll definitely feel beachy. It's very long lasting. Picture an amped up blue talisman with a little bit of mint and a little less grapefruit. Not grapefruit, citrus. And you can also get Gentili Uomo as well as blue talisman, or not blue talisman. You can get Casa Marati's from Xerjoff's Mephisto or Gentili Uomo every other week or two. You can get it for about $120 off of Olfactory or Joma. Thanks for the kind words, guys. You got to find your lane. That's right. You got to find your lane. But I mean, I think the thing that goes with that is, you know, self-awareness. Self-awareness is only the first part of it, because you could be self-aware and not change. As human beings, we're growing, we're aging, we're changing. So everything we hold on to or we think we believe in, you got to hold on to it with a loose grip, because you're one great conversation away from elevating to a different space or abandoning old ideas that you held on to for years and changing your thinking, having some kind of crazy enlightenment. And I think a lot of times people get to the self-awareness part, but then they double down on that and they don't have an open mind. And it's not because they'll say that they're secure in their thoughts and beliefs, but I think it's really a cop-out to not continue to engage and be open to being challenged. And so you get these very one-dimensional, narrow views from all over the place, and you could still get some good discussion with that. But what's even more powerful is when you're wise enough to be able to listen to somebody and be open enough to, at the end of the conversation, not just be like, wow, I really got my rocks off, but like listen to what they were saying, be challenged by it, and elevate. You know, so there's finding your own lane, but then there's the community aspect of it. Like, what aspect of being in community is bigger than you and what you get from it? You know, what do you share with people? Sometimes it's better to share something with somebody than to just be self-elevating. And that's the part of the game I feel is just completely missing. Like, there's no pouring into one another. It just seems like everybody's riding parallel selfishly. And, you know, I don't care about these things in terms of jamming it down people's throat. It's just stuff that I observe. I'd mention it if people talk to me, but I don't really advocate about that stuff on my channel because I like to also sit with ideas more than the average person. Like if you asked me a lot of those questions, I probably wouldn't even be able to answer them right now because I'm still wrestling with them, especially when it comes to the clone conversation. Like I'm learning stuff on a weekly basis right now that's rocking me about the clone industry. I'm seeing interviews, I'm seeing factory tours, I'm talking to perfumers, um, and it's rocking me in terms of things that I thought might have known a little bit about. And so I'm just like sitting with the information and processing with it, and then like sitting with it and seeing if it changes. But one of these days I will come out and really go in on it. But when I do, I was telling Kix, I'm going to break it up because I don't think this type of discussion is healthy in an hour, 2 or 3 hour of length, because then you load it to the point where it's hard to get takeaways from it. So I think if I was to engage in it, I would do it at like a 30-minute, 40-minute minimum and just do like, rather than do one long thing, I'll do like part one, part two, part three, part four. And that's a lot of the reason why I do my weekly podcast now. It kind of lets me mind dump, but keep it somewhat concise for people to actually get takeaways from it. It's crazy how when you smell someone's scent, you try to guess it. I noticed a majority of people have designer or cheapies from random houses. It's rare to smell niche on people. This is because it's expensive. Musk by Alyssa Ashley is coming up, created 1968, launched 1969. That's dope. Yo, that's one of the dopest singular note musk fragrances I've ever come across. I was spraying this tonight before I went out. I thought it was Abercrombie and Fitch, but then when I got it in the mail, I was like, oh shoot. Because when the girl sold it in the auction, she held up this, and this looks very Abercrombie and Fitchy, right? But this is actually the cover. If had I seen this, I would have known it wasn't Abercrombie and Fitch. But this is one of the dopest singular white musks that you can put on your skin. It smells timeless. You know, it's almost like a Matiere Premier. You know how they kind of one off those singular notes? That thing is phenomenal. It's not the real SB channel if your intro doesn't have a beatbox. Hey, man, listen, man. You know, I got kids, man. You know, I can't just be busting beatboxes every night. Sheldon, what up? Which fragrance reviewers do you feel are not genuine to the people? No, see, it's not about that because I feel like you can't watch a podcast or a season of content from a person and discern whether or not they're legitimate or not. I think you can in a literal sense, but it's that's another part of the game I feel is missing. Like, I think it's good practice to always see the glass half full with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if, like, if Kix came to me on the phone one night and was talking crazy, I wouldn't even necessarily call him out right then and there because I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what he's processing. I don't know what happened. I need to download more information. And before I even engage with him, I'm going to give that a second to chill and see what transpires because sometimes people just have circumstances and situations where they say certain things. And people have to have grace with people with that. There needs to be a safe place to just vent and not always have to be politically correct or even just correct. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of like what people do I think are, even if I saw people in FragCom that I didn't feel were genuine, I wouldn't even vocalize that until I had seen them for an extended period of time because I want to be sure that before I even put that type of energy out in the world and make people view somebody a certain way, that I really am sure of what I'm about to claim, because that's a wild comment. Like, imagine if somebody came out and said SB is not genuine. You know how that might make a lot of my people feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people buy like 30, 40 bottles of fragrance based off my recommendation a month from my small channel. If people heard that I was disingenuine by someone's claim, they probably wouldn't believe it. But at the same time, like, that's a crazy claim. A lot of times it's just better to not even say anything anyway, because I genuinely feel like if you're a content creator, the truth comes out. Like people are so not good at hiding who they are. It's like when we used to listen to music back in the day and artists would be like, "You don't really know me like from an album." It's like, "Bro, yeah, I do, bro. You could just tell everything from your music, like where you are in life and where your head's at and all that." Like I think that Fragcom's very transparent in that way. But even then, I'm not going to um I don't need to be the advocate of identifying who's fake and who's not. You guys are smart. You know, rather than tell you, hey, I think such and such is fake, I'm just going to teach you how to spot a fake. That way I don't put unnecessary spotlight on something that I may be wrong about, but at the same time, I equip people to have their own mind. You see the difference? It's a different type of headspace where the priority isn't sniping people out of the community. The priority is equipping people to be able to think about things with their own mind and to separate the truth from the buffoonery. So when you ask me like which reviewers do you feel are not genuine to the people, my answer is I don't care who's disingenuine to the people. I don't care. I will be authentic and I will bring up issues I see in other creatives in my own content, but I don't need to utilize their name or their content to address points. And I'm also very slow about addressing points in that way because a lot of times it's just dick swinging. It's not even really, sometimes people act like they're chasing a topic for the sake of something virtuous, and it's really just dick swinging. I don't like dick swinging. Like I'm married. I don't need any other place to do that. Let's see, what's good, everyone? What up, Henry? 100% don't make rules. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm looking for a strong, fresh scent like Chanel Allure Homme Sport, but better. What's better than a Chanel Allure Homme Sport? Try a Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. You are very genuine. Jeremy Fragrance is not, but I like to see him see him lightweight crash out. I don't want to see Jeremy crash out, man. When he came in the game, he was super sincere. He spoke in a way that made a lot of sense. And to see what's been happening in the last couple years with him, it's so weird because it's like the dude's like a Jesus advocate, which I'm a fan of, and he does it unashamedly and consistently, but his life looks worse as a believer than when he wasn't a believer. That's crazy, right? Let's see. Yeah, for sure. No, gems, it was very healthy discussion. I enjoyed it, man. There were a lot of gems, no pun intended, for people to digest. I'll probably be recycling a lot of that content in future episodes. Hey, bro, what's up? Where are you from? Yeah, thank you. Yo, SB, what up? What up, D and Lee? Oh, I finally got to the bottom. Can you tell me a few perfume notes and also which is better and amazing? And I also don't like much citrus. One will recommend. So which one will you recommend me? 1 million, Al Wassam, or Oscar de la Laurent? 1 million. Reviews and learning things. There's a whole world out there learning a lot from you. Hey, that's what that if I was to summarize my channel in one phrase, it would be there's more to it. That's the position I come from with everything. If I'm critiquing Fragcom, I'm trying to show you guys there's more to what you guys are just hearing from everybody out there. When it comes to fragrance reviews, there's more to it. You don't just have to be swimming in one lane. You've got vintage, you've got clone dupe inspiration, you got designer niche, independent niche, you've got your homies making fragrance. There's tons of stuff out there that we can investigate without feeling a type of way. We don't have to just do reviews. We could bring entertainment and still be authentic. We can collaborate. We don't just have to talk with men that are the same age as us. We could talk to kids. We could talk to women. I'm just trying to show people, again, there's more to it. You could do more. And I think Fragcom content creators are generally speaking very lazy. They work hard, but they work hard doing the same thing all the time. I call it running treadmill. You're running really hard, but you're not going anywhere. So that's another thing I try to do with my channel. It's like, show how many different types of content people aren't doing out there. But again, I don't expect people to do that. Everybody, again, Jem said it great earlier. People play a certain position. It's just unfortunate that I feel most people in FragCom are all playing the same position. Is that Hindu Kush Mansera in the back? No. It's Vetiver Sensual. I'm not a big fan of Hindu Kush. The best marijuana fragrance I ever smelled so far was Mary Jane from Born to Stand Out. Tried YSLY sample and I wasn't impressed. I wouldn't buy it. Thoughts, or am I tripping? I don't like YSLY. I don't. I don't like Y. I don't like myself. I don't like Baby Cat. I like Tuxedo. I like La Nuit de l'Homme, Blue Electrique, Original L'Homme. I like those. It's not that packed in here tonight. See, when SB goes on his rants, the numbers go down. That's okay. People just like the McDonald's Q&A, which I'm cool with. Is there a difference between Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, Eau de Cologne, and EDP? Just concentration. Yeah, in that fragrance, yeah. Yeah, it's just concentration. Sometimes it's not always that. Sometimes they add notes and cut stuff out, but yeah, man. What y'all doing tonight, man? What are y'all doing in SB's Live on a Friday night? Why ain't y'all out having fun or something? Are y'all all old farts like me? I picked some other old stuff up. This Azaro Visit. You guys seen this? Azaro Visit. I never seen it before. I was like, yo, let me pick that up. I'm not a big Azaro fan. Oh, I see you, Joel. Hey, Joel, you didn't DM me, man. You need to DM me so I can set up a time with you to get together. Azaro Visit. It's really nice. It's like Invictus, but with mint. Strong mint. It's a solid fragrance. I like the rants. Yeah. I try not to rant unless I feel like it's helpful. I do think there's a such thing as dick swing rants. I'm not a fan of that. SB, I looked up Vent Vert in India. It was about 53K INR, over $600. Yeah, man, if it's sealed. And believe it or not, I got it for $8. It's 2:30 a.m. here for me. Okay. I had a Zaro Visit, but unfortunately it got cleared from my shelf for other stuff. Well, you know, that makes sense. I'm building my vintage section on my shelf. I have a 5-tier shelf. So one shelf is going to be dedicated to top 20 vintage. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm only vintage right now. I just got done with my 4 months of niche, built that collection right there. Now it's on to vintage. Yeah, we're overdue, and I'm sure you're overdue with a lot of creators, Joel, but I think I could bring the best out of you. I think I would be a great host for you. We also got this, guys. What you guys know about this? Christina Aguilera, Unforgettable. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why, guys. I don't even have an answer for you. I think I got it for $1. Somebody will buy this. Somebody will definitely buy this. Somebody will buy this. I'm in San Francisco, California. About to stream Superman with the Wife. Heard it was okay. Hey, man. Enjoy that movie. Do you have a favorite pine scent? Yes, Lalique Lin Sumi. You should try that Balmain Vent Vert too. That Balmain Vent Vert goes crazy. But Lalique Lin Sumi, $40. It's normally always sold out, so you have to turn notifications on for it. But it's a great one. What's Christina Aguilera's signature scent? Oh, that's nice. Oh, I see you. I see you, Miss Aguilera. That is a good freaking scent for women. We're reviewing this. I got this for $1. That is crazy. Kicks, you got to get the Christina Aguilera if you can snag it for under $5 in the next auction, bro. That thing is heat. That will definitely sell. My wife might want that. Wow, that's good. That smells good. Oh, that's nice. I'm not searching that one up. Search this one up, bro. Search this one up for me. Floris. Floris London Edwardian Bouquet. Sealed. On eBay, look how much it's going for sealed. A sealed 100 ml, not the 50. 100 ml Floris London Edwardian Bouquet. Dang, that Christina Aguilera is good. Is that Eau de Toilette? Eau de Parfum. Dang, that joint is fire. Paris Hilton original black and pink stripe bottle is heat. I imagine so. I know your dad wears Fahrenheit and you don't recommend it. It's a hit for a lot of people. Change your mind yet? No, see, the thing is he wears the old, I think, Eau de Toilette. That's the one I'm not a fan of. I'm a big fan of the Le Parfum concentrate of Fahrenheit. I just don't really feel like I need to vocalize that because most people could give a rat's left testicle about Fahrenheit. Speaking of vintage, I'm thinking of getting Hermes Equipage and Belle Ami. Have you tried those? I have not. I've tried a lot of Guerlain, a lot of Estee Lauder, a lot of Lanvin, a lot of Chanel, a lot of, and then just like a lot of oddball stuff. A lot of Kenzo, a lot of Lalique. A lot of people don't know Lalique is really vintage too. Speaking of, oh, my bad. What's the profile of that Christina scent? Look it up, man. Christina Aguilera Unforgettable. It smells almost like cherry blossoms and rose water, like a very light rose water and cherry blossom. Really light, super like airy, watery. It's like cherry blossoms sitting on a pond that's made of rose water. It's really nice. I would love that on my wife. Let's see. Are you a fan of Burberry House? I'm not a fan of any of those. The Burberry Hero Parfum, the latest release, wasn't bad. And I think at one point I did like Burberry. I just, it's 2025 and, it, Today's audiobook after you get off is Managing Oneself by Peter Drucker. Nice. Oh, man. Gotta love a good audiobook or podcast. What's up, man? How you doing? Nelson, what up, Schnelly? What is up, brother? Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. I am so happy to put 2 discontinued vintage Laliques in this collection. The only Lalique fragrance I need left to complete my Lalique set is Indigo. How's life? Life's good, brother. Life's really good. I can't complain. I'm blessed, dude. I'm super blessed. I cannot complain. Life is really good. What's your scent of the day? Desert Rain, Gucci Guilty Elixir? Oh, shoot. My scent of the day might be in the freaking car. Is my scent of the day in the car? I gotta go check. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Is my keys in here? One sec, boys. Oh, shoot. Yeah, guys, my scent of the day was in the car. Scent of the day, Aqua Media Forte. Such a good fragrance, man. So slept on. Let's see. Florist London Edwardian Bouquet was first launched in 1901. 1901, reintroduced in 1984, and I see 50 ml for 65. Yeah, so double it. So it's going for like $1.10, $1.20 for the 100 ml. I've got 100, and it's sealed. Can I get a batch code on this? There's no way. I mean, it has a code on it, but established in 1730, made in England. Wow. Fervors of the finest perfumes and toiletries to the court of St. James in the year 1730. Interesting. Wow, I want to smell this. I'm going to see if they have another one of these at the next auction. I got this for like $8. 100 ml, guys. Just insanity. Thoughts on Hawas EDP? You know, very middle of the road Swiss Army fragrance. Thousands, Nelson. Thousands. I don't count anymore. When you can't count it anymore, when you have to sit down and dedicate an hour to figuring out how much you've spent on fragrances, you might as well just not. It's not productive, right? Because you'll probably trip out. Got this Ministry of Oud, Royal Oud. What up, Costa? Good to see you, brother. Anyways, guys, I'm just kind of clearing off my shelf. Supreme Loam Extreme, that can wait. That can wait. Yeah, a lot of these can go in the closet right now. What up, Syfy? Honestly, a lot of that lower shelf can just go in the giveaway. Fair enough. Like, I'm no better. I'm the same with cars, not going to lie. Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, I'm responsible. Let's put it that way. That's the most important thing. All my bills are paid. All my kids are taken care of. My wife's taken care of. I'm taken care of. It's a guilty pleasure hobby that keeps me indoors. And I have an income off of it. So now I get paid to do it. So that's cool too. Maybe it'll be something one day. But if not, it's just be a dope hobby for us. Dum 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 dum. Saturday afternoon, you are talking to me from the future. How do I get into these auctions? So the app is called WhatsApp, WHATS app. So WhatsApp is the app. You attach your credit card to the app, you know, just like how you would do PayPal or something or Cash App. And then people run auctions where you swipe to do a bid. And then if you win the auction, as the numbers, as you start competing with people, then you get charged and they mail it out to you. But what's cool is, you know, there's people who sell clones, there's people who sell legit, there's a lot of stuff that's really not for me on there. But there's this one channel that always has just about 30 people in it, and it's a liquidation sale. A guy sells a bunch of new fragrances and stuff like that, but in the back of the warehouse, he has hundreds of vintage and discontinued fragrances that he auctions. And because most people don't really understand that you're able to go in there and basically get all of these vintage fragrances, the guy knows that a lot of them are worth anywhere between 30 to, I think the highest one we saw, there was a guy in there today that said he bought a fragrance from their auction and he sold it for $400 in one day. He actually undersold it and got $400 back, and he only paid like $15 for it at the auction. So me and Kix have been lurking in there Monday through Friday, because once they run out, they're out. And I've never seen a channel like that in my life. So I be sitting in there while the auction's running, and I'll look up the fragrance. And as long as the fragrance has better than a 4 out of 5 on Fragrantica, I'll get in on the auction up to like 20 bucks. But as a result, you know, if you look down here, this was my last auction, right? So I'm not just buying random fragrances I don't know anything about. I got all that, right? I got all that for like, I think $75. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fragrances for $75, and 3 of them right now are selling for $150. So if I just sold one of those fragrances on eBay right now, that will have paid for that entire auction and some. And then if I sell the other like 2, I'll actually make $200 or $300 and keep like 5 fragrances out of the 9 or whatever. I could just keep all of them, because $75 is a crazy deal. And like I said, because they all had a 4 or above on Fragrantica, I was confident buying them, because even if I didn't like them, you know, tons of people have to love a fragrance to give it a 4 or higher on Fragrantica. So we just were bidding on fragrances all week and getting these crazy hauls. Like I have like 35 fragrances coming to my house, and I spent almost nothing on them. One bottle from that pile right there is going to pay for all 3 of my auctions. Have you tried Sole de Gita Mango Kiss by Stephanie Humbert? Yeah, I don't remember. I could have swore it leaned feminine though, Willie. I haven't smelled it in a while. What's your favorite fragrance? I don't have a favorite. A fragrance I really enjoyed this week was Vetiver Sensuelle from Mancera. A sunshine citrus vetiver fragrance. I'm really liking that this week. I wear a new fragrance almost every day, so it's hard for me to say a favorite, because I have enough fragrances to wear something new every day in a year. But this week, I'm really enjoying Vetiver Sensuelle, especially since I did my memoir on it. Take care, Joel. Thanks so much for moderating, brother. Always good to see you. Rodzilla. Yo, what up, SB? Hey, good to see you, Rod. Shouts out to the UK. I love that place. I did a mural in Brixton many years ago. Same with the Drunk Lovers by Born to Stand Out. Unisex or feminine? Yeah, unisex. Unisex from what I remember on that Born to Stand Out. I tried Born to Stand Out, that particular one, like 3-4 months ago. I thought it was quite unisex. The other one I think is more feminine leaning. Charlie is another old school fragrance, strong as hell, old lady scent. No, it's surprising. All these vintage scents that I got, none of them smell old. None of them smell dated. None of them. Even the green fougere scent actually smells better than Eau Sauvage from Dior. It smells closer to Lin Sumi. All those are hits. It's crazy. I lucked out. Happy birthday, Millie. Okay. What's your favorite, most recommended Mancera fragrance? There's no number one because it's age specific. I think where you're at in your life. Are you at school? Are you at work? Are you married? You have hair on your chest, stuff like that. But I always say, Pearl, Jardin Exclusive, Vetiver Sensual, French Riviera, Sicily, Instant Crush, Cedrat Boisé Intense, Lemon Oud Mint, Aqua Wind. Those are all bangers. Is that Neroli Oranger behind you? No. Nope, it is not. Oh. I have developed the taste for fragrances lately. I love Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. On Fragrantica, it says it's a female fragrance. As a male, I enjoy that fragrance on a summer day. Light blue is unisex. Ignore what Fragrantica said. If you struggle with performance on Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, there is a version of it called Light Blue O Intense, EAU-O Intense, that has monstrous performance, but it smells just the same as light blue. Also, if you like the light blue citrus aquatic feel, try Dolce & Gabbana Forever. It's just like light blue, but with heavy grapefruit. Really nice. Aqua Wood, yes, David. Will you be playing more slots tonight, or... Will you be playing more slots tonight? I have no idea what you're talking about. Avery, you got to give your mom back her phone, brother. Get in bed, man. Put your diaper on and get back in bed. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir smells almost woman-like. Is it the dry down that makes the difference? I think that's just your opinion. You know? Listen, man, your opinion is completely valid. Completely. You know, when it comes to fragrances that are more than 50% sweet, you can make the case that all fragrances over 50% sweet feel feminine, because most feminine fragrances lean heavy on the sweetness. You know, there's certain notes to us and florals, but Le Male Elixir is tobacco and vanilla. So if you think it's feminine, you know, it's because the vanilla, but tobacco and vanilla is quite masculine leaning, but I also think tobacco and vanilla is actually unisex. The only thing that makes it lean masculine is tobacco, but women wear tobacco vanille all day. It's mostly gay women, but lesbians. That's my personal experience. I don't know if that's true, but in my personal experience, the only women I've ever seen buy tobacco vanille have been lesbians. In terms of the unisexness of it, mostly it's men that buy it. Isn't that interesting? I've never seen a straight woman buy tobacco vanille. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male is my favorite out of their entire line. Hey, there's not a bad Jean-Paul Gaultier. You know, I think as a 37-year-old man, I lean towards Le Male Elixir because it has the tobacco in it. It feels a little more mature let me say this, not mature. It feels a little more my age, but everybody has like their own favorite two from JPG. You know what I mean? I have friends that like Le Beau and Le Male Le Parfum. I have some friends that like Ultra Male and Le Beau. I have friends that like Paradise Garden and Le Male Elixir. I have guys that only like Le Male Elixir. You know, everybody kind of, it's a mixed bag with JPG. But none of them are bad. It's just people prefer normally like one or two over the rest of them. Millie, I'm a peep right now. Yeah, the original Le Male is my favorite. You're right. Yeah, man, everybody has a completely different opinion about it. Le Male Le Parfum is my personal fave. That's, I used to like really push for Le Male Elixir, and then I started realizing like it's my age. Cuz when I survey, like everybody has their own. I thought Le Male Elixir was definitively better than the entire line. I still think that. However, when I go out and ask for people's opinion, everybody has their own favorite too. It's crazy. So I was like, oh, this is just like age and background, and if you're single or married, and if you like tropical or not, and there's a lot of factors with it. Boom, boom. I've been wearing Versace Mano Fresh. It's very feminine too. Very clean smelling though. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, citrus aquatic and citruses on woods. Can that be feminine? Can it be masculine? I don't think so. I think citruses will always be unisex. Cool Water EDT is another classic, but not too vintage. Hey, in this auction, they were selling limited edition Cool Waters. Cool Water for women, limited edition. Believe it or not, looking at that auction, I realized there's like 6 flankers of Cool Water, and they have them in much cooler bottle designs. So I'm gonna have to get a couple of like super vintage Cool Waters just for the channel. I got this Ed Hardy. I got a lot of discontinued Ed Hardy, so I'm excited about that. Ed Hardy is a little less vintage and more just discontinued. There's still some Ed Hardys that are still for sale, you know, like Love and Luck and all that. But there's also a lot of discontinued Ed Hardy. Arabia Prestige Imagination clone. Gotcha. What else is new, guys? Do I got to sign off soon? Talking about discontinued. Have you ever tried Davidoff Champion? No, but I saw it today at the auction. I tried bidding on it. I lost to somebody on the bid for like 21 bucks. I'm like, I'm not spending 21 bucks. I did see it today though. Somebody was selling a sealed 100 mil of it. Any affordable options comparative to Trace Oros by day 3? There's actually one. Syrupy clones. You can do a combo of Teriyaki Intense. You can do a combo of any Creed Aventus clone you have and Teriyaki Intense, and you'll get pretty close. The moment I start to appreciate Club Dino Intense was when I smelt it on others. And that makes sense. Anchor Blue Cologne. I don't recall that, Emmanuel. Its bottle is very unique. I must say, looks like a dumbbell. Listen, if you guys think, listen, when you guys see the stuff I get on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, you're going to trip. I have bottles coming in that have a bouquet of flowers coming out of them. I have a bottle coming that is a giant skull. Like, I'm not talking that little Ed Hardy black skull. It's like a skull that's the size of my head as a fragrance. I have a fragrance that is a triangle, but it's upside down, so it stands on its point. I have a bottle that curves in a loop like this, tall. I have I've got some crazy bottles coming in, guys, next week. You ever smelled David Beckham cologne? Yeah, I've smelled a lot of it. You can smell it at a lot of the department stores like JCPenney and stuff. They have the whole line. Any Bulgari Men in Black clones? No, not clones, but you can get it if you get Prada Black from Prada. Prada Black smells like Bulgari Man in Black, just a little bit weaker and much less performance. But the thing is Prada retails for the same price as Bulgari. I got my Bulgari Man in Black for $70, 100 ml. Bruno Herrera Bavarian Man Intense by Fragrance World. I didn't think that one was that good. SB, one question. Which niche house do you think releases more fails and more passes? What's a house that releases a lot of garbage? Order Parisi. Supposedly it's a boozy citrus berry frag. Just sounded different, okay. Have you smelled Gendarme? No, I have not. Police has a lot of frags. Yeah, that's what I got. I got 2 Police fragrances in jumbo size. Yeah, that's what I got, man. I got 2 different police bottles, and both of them are jumbo skulls. I got one original and one flanker. I don't know if I'll be able to open them. I think I will, because I don't think police fragrances, even though they're vintage, I don't think they sell for a lot on eBay. Only like 30 to 50 bucks. If it don't sell for more than 100 bucks on eBay, I'm not going to waste my time reselling the bottle. I'll just keep them. But yeah, I got 2 police bottles. And I got them for nothing. I think 100 mil police fragrance I got for like $1 in the auction, sealed. And then the other one, I think I spent like $8. You trying to go for niche? Oh, you guys are talking to each other. My bad. My dad had a bottle that looked like a gold dagger and sheath with a bunch of gems on it. That's dope. That's real dope. Yeah, once you get into vintage, you'll realize that's one of the coolest things about vintage is their bottle creativity was just way better than today's. Would those have been display items, the large skull bottoms? I don't know. I really don't know. But the thing is I'm not gonna buy a vintage bottle just because of the bottle art. But in auctioning, I always make sure it's rated a 4 out of 5 or higher on Fragrantica because it has to smell good for me to bid on it. Even if I don't wind up liking it, 4 out of 5 ensures that someone will like it if I decide to resell it. So it has to be 4 out of 5 or higher on Fragrantica, and I have to be able to get it for less than $20. That's my 2 parameters when I go into the auction. So I was able to snatch up all these fragrances for less than $15. Most of them are sealed, and all of them are rated higher than a 4 out of 5 on Fragrantica. And just so happened, all of them smell fantastic. Terre de Hermes is my favorite signature fragrance. It is just the perfect blend of sophistication. Yeah, I love Terre de Hermes. I am a big vetiver lover, so I can never hate on Terre de Hermes. Terre de Hermes is phenomenal. In fact, I'll probably give away this Terre de Hermes clone right here. I was sent in this Terre de Hermes clone from the auction. I got it for like $1. It is the Marquee Signature Collection number 108 from Fragrance World, I think. It's 100 mil. It is a rendition of Terre de Hermes Parfum Edition. So we'll probably give that away to you guys on the giveaway. Smells really good. What's the channel name on Whatnot? So I would give it to you, but I'm using my phone to stream. Just comment on this video after the live, hey, what's the WhatsApp channel name? And I'll give it to you. You can just look it up on the WhatsApp and then follow them, and then it'll notify you whenever they go live. They go live at 11, 12, or 1 a.m. Monday through Friday. And once they're done liquidating the sale, they're not coming back with vintage. They'll still sell new stuff like Creed and whatnot. But as far as the vintage, once they liquidate the warehouse, that's why it's like a one-of-one special thing, because there's a lot of people that sell vintage, but they inflate the heck out of the prices. A lot of the total retail cost of this vintage haul is like $1,000, and I got it for like 75. So that's what's special about this is there's just some guy out there that has all this vintage he can't move on eBay fast enough, and he has a bunch of other businesses, so he's just letting it fly off the shelf right now. But put it in the comments, and once I get off my phone, I'll look up the channel name and I'll attach it to your comment. Favorite oud fragrance? I don't have a favorite oud fragrance, but I do carry a few of them. Oud for Greatness, Absolute Aphrodisiac doesn't have it listed, but there is some oud in there. Taif Oud from Roja. I think my Portrait of a Lady even has a little bit of oud in it. I think it does. What else has oud in it? Do I have anything else with oud in it? My gosh. Tom Ford oud wood. None of that's real oud, right? It's synthetic agar wood, but you know. What's your favorite wife scent on you? Oh, I thought you said for okay. Okay, so see, my wife is not the best reference. My wife is drop dead gorgeous. Let's just get that straight first off. But my wife is not like a lot of other women. She doesn't like boy toy men. She likes manly man smells. Not old man smells, but she just likes a man to smell like a man. So she doesn't like something to be overly sweet. There is one exception though to that rule, and it's Initio Parfums Musk Therapy. It's kind of a his and her fragrance, but she absolutely, whenever I'm wearing this, she knows exactly when I'm wearing it. And when I'm not wearing it, she's asking me when I'm wearing it. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc from French Avenue. This is about 35 bucks, and it's a 1-to-1 clone of Musk Therapy from Initio Parfums. Now, granted, I have Initio Parfums Musk Therapy, but for a lot of people on my channel, they would rather spend the 35 to get it at a much cheaper cost, and this is insane. Great performance. White florals, heavy musk. It's like intoxicating to her. Now, generally speaking, though, she likes clean, fresh scents on me and masculine scents. So if we were to go to that, if we're talking fall, winter, Ombre Noir from Lalique. This is tobacco, cognac, the smoothest tobacco, cognac, cinnamon, touch of vanilla, papyrus, bergamot, mint, and lavender. So it's like a fresh, airy brush take on a cigar cognac type of feel, but it's super fresh. Loves that on me. Bentley for Men Black Edition, 25 bucks. This smells like Creed Aventus, but you swap out the pineapple for mandarin orange, or not mandarin orange, tangerine. So it's a tangerine take on Creed Aventus, which is like a classy boss CEO fresh scent with a top note of tangerine, but then the base is like a sophisticated masculine fresh. There's so many, right? Like all these fragrances are north of $200. All these fragrances are under $100. All these fragrances are under 30 or 40. Latina, if you could give me like how much money you're looking to spend and what the age is of your man or your person, I could give you better recommendations, because I believe my whole collection is full of bangers, so it's kind of hard without a little more information. Let's see what else we got. I just looked up what my dad's bottle was. I want to aftershave. It still goes for nothing, but it's cool. Nice, David. Nice. Out of all of your collection, which perfume has the best atomizer? This one right here. Either of these two. Desert Rain from day 3 or Trace Oros from day 3. The atomizer, I have a lot of really good atomizers. This one right here. Can I get this freaking lid off? So I'll spray this, like, let's do the spray test. So you see how it's just like fan mist? Crazy coverage, crazy sillage, monstrous longevity. You want to get your man something that is just drop dead sexy. Any nightlife you guys go out in, he's just going to be the sexiest man alive. Get Trace Oros. Tres Oros from Day 3 Fragrances. Right here, this is all he needs during date night. You will absolutely eat him up like a snack. This is the best masculine, everyday, super versatile scent. Desert Rain. But if you want the sexiest date night, you're going out doing stuff, and you want your man smells like sexy honey, pineapple, but in a masculine way, like syrupy sweet. It's better than Angel Share, better than any of the Azaros, better than Lamal Elixir, better than Angel Share, better than Wajan from Parfums de Marly. Just killer. But yeah, I mean, atomizers, I have a lot of great atomizers. Tempo from Diptyque. Like, I've got some crazy atomizers. I'm worried that Lattafa and Arabiat being too feminine. Don't worry about it. Get samples. The white bottle again. He's 40. Yeah, so if your man likes super masculine scents and you like super masculine scents on him, this might not be the best choice. My wife loves super masculine scents on me and she doesn't like anything sweet, but this is an exception where like she almost asked me to wear this more than my super masculine scents. I'm 30, I'll be 37 in a few months, so I'm close to your man. But this is white florals and lots of musk. The musk is what keeps it like masculine enough, but this is like a soft cloud of, it's a powdery, like a soft powdery cloud of sweetness with all these white flowers around it. I'm surprised my wife loves this on me, but she demands that I put this on. It smells exactly how it looks. That's the rare exception that she demands I put on. I'll let you take a screenshot of it. Glorious Oud. There's no oud in it, so ignore that. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc by French Avenue. It's an extrait. So what that means is 3-4 sprays will literally go the entire day. When it comes to like super masculine scents though, Gucci Guilty Elixir, he'll definitely rock with that. Again, I need a price point because I can recommend you some my top shelf stuff. You know what I'm saying? We could bust some top shelf out. But if you're looking in that $40-$50 range for a good masculine scent, and then are you looking for an everyday wear or date night? Like if you're looking date night, Bulgari Man in Black, Coro Mandel from Chanel, Le Leon from Chanel, Gucci Guilty, Bentley Black. You know, if you're looking for everyday wear, you know, something he can literally just wear every day out and about running errands, I would say Bentley Black Edition, Gucci Guilty Elixir, Mont Blanc Presence, you know, Acqua di Gio Profondo, stuff like that. If you're into the clone game, I can recommend a lot of really high quality clones. Or if you want niche stuff, you know, buy him one really expensive thing. You just let me know. There's really so many good choices. I have tried Marwa. We smelling good tonight, boys. Absolutely. Have you tried Bois Imperial by Essential Parfums? Yes, I have. My dad used to use such dad fragrances back in the day. Yep. I wish I could say my dad has worn something other than Fahrenheit, but he's been wearing Fahrenheit for 40 years. What's the best mint scent you have? I don't have any what I feel like are mint forward fragrances like Jeremy Fragrance's The Mint. It's like a completely mint fragrance, but there are some fragrances I have that have a mint note. Ombre Noir Lalique is a tobacco cognac fragrance with a touch of mint on the top. Casa Mirati Mephisto is like blue Kool-Aid in mint. So good. One of the best blues of all time. What else has mint? Aqua Media Forte. Smells like ice cold cucumber water with a touch of lettuce. I know that sounds crazy, but women love this. Like women want to wear this. Women want to smell this on their men. It makes your man smell like a spa almost. Like it's cute. It's ice cold cucumber water with like a slice of melon. It's very fresh. It's so nice for hot days. I get crazy compliments with this. I would never picture myself wearing this, but the compliment factor is so high I just can't walk away from it. Mint. What else has mint? There's mint in Versace Eros. You know, it's apple, vanilla, musk, mint, and lavender. So there's a minty top note to this as well. Kind of a spearminty top. And Any other mint fragrances? Oh, this right here. There's a minty top finish. If you want your man to smell like he just died and went to heaven and he's standing before heaven's gates, a mere celestial clone of Ganymede, this is $25. This has a slight mint top, just the tiniest bit, like 5% mint top, but it is white suede, mineralic notes, and violet leaf. Violet leaf is kind of like iris, little less sweet. It's just this slightly sweet purple floral that's just a little bit powdery. So it's this little bit sweet, little bit powdery, mineralic white suede fragrance. Literally smells like you're on a cloud. Very masculine, very unique. No one's gonna smell like your man. 25 bucks. This is the one clone fragrance that I would buy 5 bottles of today. One of the best clones ever made. So whoever was asking me about their man earlier, 25 bucks for this fragrance. I'll let you take a screenshot. Amir Paris Corner Celestial. So Amir, E-M-I-R, Celestial. The bottle looks cool. The fragrance smells phenomenal. And the $300 fragrance that it's cloning, it clones it better. I actually prefer the clone over the original. Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Clone. What's the best mint scent? We went through all that. One Man Show goes for $13 to $15 full bottle Amazon. I love the musk. He likes sweet. Okay. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. If you love musk and he loves sweet, I'm telling you, you will want him to wear this every single day. He can wear it every single day. It can go casual. You can dress it up. It can go date night. It can go nightlife. It works amazing with a breeze. It lasts forever. You know, a couple sprays of this is going to go 8 hours plus. I get between 8 to 10 hours of this. Whenever I'm not wearing it for too long, my wife is like, why aren't you wearing that white bottle fragrance? The first time I wore this, we were sitting in the car and she goes, which one is that? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, which fragrance is that? Is that new? And she just demanded to know everything about it. So this is one of the best clone fragrances of all time. Again, I have the original Initio's Musk Therapy, which goes for like $300 plus, and it clones it absolutely perfectly. So many people sleep on this fragrance, but every guy I've showed it to wears it like every day. So your man will love it. It's got just enough sweetness for you to love it, smelling it on your man, but it's not overly sweet where it's trying to do too much. It's still got that musky masculine. And women can wear this too. My wife doesn't wear this because she'd rather smell it off my skin, but women can wear this too. It is unisex, but I do think it's masculine enough because it's got so much musk in it. I usually don't wear white florals because I feel like it's hard to find a white floral fragrance that's masculine. But if there ever was a masculine fragrance with white florals, it's Musk Therapy. Or, you know, Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. I need to stretch my legs. How's the Bulgari Man in Black? Man in Black smells like Prada Black. It smells like Black Orchid from Tom Ford minus the orchid. So it's this black velvety, chocolatey, patchouli scent. Very signature suit and tie, date night, restaurant, nightlife. It's the Tuxedo Man that's seductively, slightly spicy, sweet, chocolatey, and it's a dangerous man. It's kind of got that sexy and mysterious vibe to it. Prada Black smells just like it. Black Orchid smells just like it. Greetings from Oman. You should try Amouage. I've tried Amouage. He likes to mix it up, so just something new. Yeah, he'll love that. He'll absolutely love that. Bulgari Man in Black, such a good one. Any better alternative for Hugo Boss, just different? Yeah, Hugo Boss Bottled Absolute, Boss Bottled Elixir, or I just picked up this one. This is a really good one. Boss Bottled The Scent Magnetic. Not the scent. Boss Bottled The Scent Magnetic. This is a really good Boss Bottled. Crazy good longevity, very signature. You see those shorts of fragrances with sprayers that continuously spray really silly when reviewers just use the whole fragrance for the short? Yeah, I don't like those. I have friends that do that too, but I don't like that. Like, don't spray your fragrance 20 times on camera. It doesn't serve your audience at all. You look ridiculous and it doesn't increase your views. Hi from the UK. There's an offer here to get a new Bleu de Chanel Lait Exclusive for $161, but that includes 20% tax. So 129, which converted would be 174 without tax in the US. I don't care. I'm not paying more than $100 for Bleu de Chanel ever. Like, and I say that as somebody who has Bleu de Chanel. I will never pay over $100 for it. All you guys, buy this, please. You do not need Bleu de Chanel. This Club de Nuit Iconic, $20-$25 on Amazon, smells 100% like Bleu de Chanel EDP, and I can say that because I'm holding both fragrances right in front of you. You do not need Bleu de Chanel EDP. And the Lait Exclusive, I do have one friend who's going to pick it up because he's kind of a Bleu de Chanel fanatic, and he thinks it's more his speed, you know, because he's an older gentleman. But, guys, this Bleu de Chanel Lait Exclusive has a little bit of leather. It's a little bit sweeter than the Parfum. It's the tiniest difference between that and the Parfum. Like, it's not innovative. It's not new. It's just a tiny twist. I'm not paying $150 for a tiny twist. I'm not paying $200. I'm not paying $250. I'm not paying $3. It's just ridiculous. Now, the only way I could see you buying Lait Exclusive is if you don't own any Bleu de Chanel. If you don't own any Bleu de Chanel and you want it, then I would recommend you could pick it up because it does smell really good. Why wouldn't it? It basically is cloning itself. But if you have a Bleu de Chanel or you want Club de Nuit Iconic for $25, you're not losing much by not getting Lait Exclusive. I mean, Bleu de Chanel Lait Exclusive is charging like they are a niche fragrance. Let's just put something into perspective for you guys who are considering the new Bleu de Chanel release. You can get this fragrance for less money than Bleu de Chanel. You can get this fragrance for less than Bleu de Chanel. And I mean significantly. I'm just going to start naming some prices. $120. Best blue fragrance in the niche perfumery world. You can get Blue Talisman for less than Bleu de Chanel. You can get Fleur Narcotique from Ex Nihilo for $140. You can get any of the diptyques for under $150. You can get Tres Oros, my most complimented fragrance of 2025, or Desert Rain for less than Bleu de Chanel. Both of these last forever with the best sillage and projection in the game. You can buy the sexiest patchouli scent out, Nasamato's Pardon, for $130. You can get Nasamato's Baranda for $130. Do you see what I'm getting at? Why consider a fragrance that's $150, $200, retails at full bottle price for over $300 when you can get almost half the fragrances on my top shelf for half the price? Would you consider that overpriced? Absolutely. Versace Eros or Cool Water. Always get compliments. Okay. Something woody? Absolutely. You want something woody? I got something for you. Ancre Noir a la Extreme. You can get this for $25 today for a full bottle, anywhere online. It is a resinous, ambery, woody, slightly smoky scent. Beautiful for anything by the fire, anything nightlife with a breeze. Very sexy, but your man has to love very woody fragrances because it is extremely woody. It's a vetiver fragrance, which comes out to be a smoky wood. This is a better version of Chanel's Sycamore, which retails at over $300, but you can get this for $25, and it smells just like Sycamore, but better. And it's a designer, it's not a clone. When would you wear what, Nigel? Tell me which one. I gifted the Media Forte to my neighbor, not something I reached for often. Yeah, I feel weird wearing it, but the compliment factor is so high, I've just accepted it. Anytime, Latina. Thank you so much for your questions. Anything similar to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce? Absolutely. This fragrance right here, Maison Alhambras Cassius. You can get it for $20 on Amazon. Smells very similar to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. That kind of apple pie, spicy, savory, sweet type of vibe. Paris Corner Celestial gives me the same butterflies as Sauvage Elixir. I agree. Ordering a bottle of Celestial as soon as this stream ends. There you go. A lot of people have bought it. I'm going to hop off and get some sleep. Take care, Millie. You or someone like you from a Totlib d'Orange grape mint scent. Yeah, I mean, you or someone like you has a light bit of mint. All the fragrances I recommended have a similar type of mint to them. I like you or something like you has an incredible opening. I just hate the dry down of it. Yeah, I think I'm going to get him the 2 I just screenshotted and the cucumber one as well. Yeah, it's different. It's different. Oh, if you want to be safe, I'll let you screenshot this. If you want to be safe, there's another. Let me get it in view. Can I get it to where the print is showing? I am so sorry. If you want to be safe and get him something that he will for sure like over this, there's a blue bottle of this called Aqua Universales. That's more perfectly unisex, maybe even a little bit masculine leaning, a little more watery than this. But again, this is ice cold cucumber water with a touch of like a melon note. Women love this on men, but men sometimes have a struggle rocking this because they might feel like it leans feminine, which I totally understand. But my compliment factor on this is so high with women because the women smell it on me and they want to wear it themselves. So they love smelling it on me. I've just accepted that this is my new fragrance, and it is unisex. They do sell it as unisex, but I'm just telling you right now, it could sometimes lean towards smelling like one of your shampoos or expensive conditioners where it's got that cucumber water and melon type of vibe, but it's really good. High compliment factor. Off Not Supremacy Collector's Edition's really good. Celestial in my cart. Got the other Ganymede Duke Twist Masa. Abercrombie is a similar one where there's one called Reflection by Amouage. Okay. Iconic, I think, even has better sillage and more compliments. It does. It has higher performance. Have you tried any Hugo Boss The Collection? Not in a while. Not in a long while. Anything with the cedarwood smell? This one right here. Off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition has a ton of cedar and birch. And Club de Nuit from Armoff Pre-Show 1, which smells like Absolute Aventus from Creed. Very high compliment factor, 12 hours plus. You can get this for like $40 online right now. How's the performance on Mephisto? 6 to 8 hours, depending on your skin. If you put a lotion on before you put it on, it'll last even longer. Absolutely. Anytime. Avon and Mary Kay used to have some good ones. Yes, they did. Beau de Jour or Fougère d'Argent. Ooh, that's a tough one, David. I may go with Fougère d'Argent, to be honest. I like that one a lot. Can you set up an affiliate link or something so you get a few dollars from the sales you recommend? I don't do that. I don't need the money that I give people other YouTubers' codes because I don't care about the credit for it or even the money. Don't worry about it at all. Take my recommendations and run with them. Favorite vanilla fragrance, preferably with incense. Ooh, I would have said Grant. So here's a bunch of vanilla scents you should try. Coromandel from Chanel. Nichane Ani. Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Absolute Aphrodisiac from Initio Parfums. Memoirs of a Trespasser from Imaginary Authors. And then La Male Elixir. What are your thoughts on Shanghaif Pour Homme from Rasasi? It's okay to me. Ministry of Oud is cedar heavy, Oud Royal. Yeah, but I don't like that fragrance because it doesn't last long, and I have it. Wait, what did you say Collector's Edition was most similar? Collector's Edition is an Aventus style DNA that leans closer to Nishane Hasavat. It's got the pineapple, the oak moss, and cedar and birch, but it leans heavy on the oak moss. If you want something closer to Aventus Absolute, go Armaf Club de Nuit per show. I'm curious to know if Crystal Saffron smells like Baccarat. It doesn't. What are your thoughts on Elysian Onyx from French Avenue? Haven't smelled it, Angel. Same, that Oud Royal don't last on me at all. Yeah, it's terrible performance, but it does smell good. All right, guys, I'm going to give you 1 quick minute. I'm going to go get a drink, ask all your last-minute questions. By the way, if you're new to the stream, please sub. It helps go a long way. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to type your questions, come back and answer them, and then we'll sign off. Just give me a quick minute. With Chanel Blue de Chanel, would you consider all 4 versions only worth $100 max? I feel like the Parfum is steep above that price. Hey, listen, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Toilette is useless. Bleu de Chanel EDP has the best performance. Bleu de Chanel Parfum smells the best. And Les Exclusif is just new. They added a little bit of incense and a little bit of vanillin to increase the longevity and to give it a little bit of a darker feel, but it's still a little bit sweet and a little bit leathery in the background. It's nothing innovative. It's nothing new, but it does smell good. The $100 thing is just a concept. I mean, the fact that you can get Bleu de Chanel EDP for $25 is pretty impressive, or $25. So if you have this, you have Bleu de Chanel EDP, which is totally fine, smells fantastic, and it lasts way longer and has way more insane projection than Bleu de Chanel. You really have to be a collector to care to actually get Bleu de Chanel and pay retail for it, because Chanel is very anal about their sales. They don't sell to discounters at all. You can't Joma, Max Aroma, Fragrance Buy. You can't get Chanel discounted anywhere other than if you were hand-to-hand with somebody who's trading it like that. So in that sense, you could never get Bleu de Chanel for under $100 unless you went with Club de Nuit Iconic. I'm just telling you, as somebody who owns Bleu de Chanel EDP, I've smelled all of them, including the new release, and I have both, that getting Iconic just makes all the sense in the world because it smells phenomenal. Everyone's going to think you have Bleu de Chanel on, and it's 1-to-1. Point blank, period. If you're a collector, then get the EDP if you want the longevity, the Parfum if you want the best smell, and the Les Exclusif if you don't have any and you want your first to be your best. The Les Exclusif is probably the nicest smelling one, but by varying degrees that mean nothing. How is Lalique? Lalique's amazing. It's my favorite designer house. And it's 100 ml, so 1.74 per ml. Cheapest good cologne in your collection right now. Oh, so many. So many fragrances that are under $30 on this shelf that are phenomenal. I recommend my one of the ones that I really like getting people into is Lalique Equus, EQUUS. You can get it for $25. It's amber, grapefruit, and vetiver. Beautiful daily driver. It can hold up in high heat, and it just smells Better than Dolce & Gabbana Forever, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Mano Fraiche, Versace Pour Homme, Dylan Blue, all those. This smells way better. Tart Grapefruit, Vetiver, and Hot Amber. You try the new Prada for Men. I have. I wasn't that impressed. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. What's the best Club de Nuit fragrance, and in what situations would you use it? They're all great. Sillage is better than the current Silver Mountain Water. Iconic is a great Bleu de Chanel. Milestone is a great Millésime Imperial. Club de Nuit Pre-Show 1 is a great Absolute Aventus. They're all phenomenal. They're not better than one another. They all have insane performance projection, and they all are very accurate clones. I wonder what your first niche fragrance was. I do too. I think my first niche fragrance was Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, and a lot of you guys will call that a designer, but I don't care. I call it niche. My son loves Bleu de Chanel, but he is so young. I think that his last bottle until he is 18, 300 is ridiculous. If I can just pay 25. Yeah, absolutely. Latina, listen. If you got him this, he would not know the difference. This 3-4 sprays will last all day, every day. It'll hold up in high heat, and it's 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks on Amazon. Smells phenomenal. No one will tell the difference. Just get this. It'll last forever for him. And I have the original Bleu de Chanel EDP, so I can tell you it's 1-to-1. It lasts forever, and you should always just go with this. Unless you're a collector, go into the real thing. This does not smell fake at all. And he'll love this because for 25 bucks, even if you spent 50 bucks, you could get him 2 fragrances. Here's another great one that he would like. Club de Nuit Milestone. This is also on Amazon for 25-30 bucks. It is a watermelon vetiver aquatic. So anything near water, it's got a nice watery, warm watermelon type of, it's sophisticated though, and it lasts forever. If I'm ever on a boat, on a yacht, in a 5-star hotel, on the beach, at a pool party, anything like that, put this on. It is so good that you could go underwater and swim all day, and when you came out of the water, you would still smell like this. So you could get this and Iconic for 50 bucks total, and he has beast mode fragrances that last forever. So yeah, he doesn't need Bleu de Chanel. He doesn't need to get the real thing. All right. Are the Polo colors collection any good? For example, Polo Black Red. Red's good, blue's good, and deep blue's good. Always get the parfums. Okay, guys. Hey, listen. Really appreciate your time. I hope this brought value to you. If there were any questions that I accidentally skipped over, copy and paste them into the comment section, and I will follow up with them within the day. So by tomorrow, I'll put the answers on there. If you guys could please subscribe, that would be awesome. If you're new, I drop 2 to 4 videos every single day. I drop more videos than the most followed fragrance guy in content on YouTube. So if you're into clones, dupes, inspireds, designers, niche and independent niche, I have over 800 reviews on my channel of various fragrances, not just men's fragrances. I have a ton of unisex, and I've recently been covering a lot of women's fragrances. This month, we're covering all things vintage. So, but I always mix game shows and entertainment inside of it. So I really appreciate you guys, and hope you get a lot of value out of it. And until next time, hope you guys have a blessed rest of your Friday, and I'll see you soon.